Hello, Coasters012 here, and I'm going to be talking about kind of a sad topic. And if you read the title, it's about the cancellation of Silent Hills and the future of Konami. Alright, let's start with this. For anyone that has played PT, the playable trailer for Silent Hills, like you found out at the end that it's for the new game that was supposed to be coming out, well, guess what? It's been was announced by Konami saying that Silent Hills was cancelled. Now, I might be a little late on this, but I was watching some other videos and seeing other people's opinions before I started with making my own. And, oh god, how do I feel? Like, first off, it started with Hideo Kojima leaving the company. You know, Hideo Kojima, the one guy that's responsible for the masterpiece that is Metal Gear ever since back on the MSX home computer has been an amazing series. Yeah. It started with him leaving, and the new Silent Hill, he was working on it. So guess what? The new Silent Hill is cancelled because they don't have the one guy that was actually a big part of this project. Now, as for their Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain, it is said that, well, it's still coming out because they have enough the game made that they could finish it. Kojima was gonna stay on long enough to do that, but Silent Hills, I guess they didn't have enough, and they aren't gonna have him help finish the game. So Silent Hills no more, and guess what? Metal Gear, as we know it, was probably not gonna be another Metal Gear game. That's right, no more Metal Gear Solid, no more Metal Gear whatever. There might be a new one, I don't know. We'll have to see in the future, but this is a speculation that it's apparently not going to happen. As for Silent Hills, even though they are canceling this one, Konami claims that they're going to make a new Silent Hill. But they have already gotten rid of the original creators for the Silent Hill games. And the first promising Silent Hill to be coming out in all this time, you know, the first promising title that we've seen since, what, Homecoming? It was gonna come out and is cancelled, and a lot of people hated Homecoming. A lot of people hated Downpour. I honestly was in the middle. I thought Homecoming and Downpour were good, but they were lacking in a couple aspects. One of the aspects that Homecoming pissed a lot of people off was it was less of a survival horror, more of an action horror. Because the character in the game had perfect aim and you had way too many guns. Like, you could just blow the living fuck out of everything in the game. Personally, I thought the story was pretty good, but, you know, I thought it was okay. And as for Downpour, there was just some annoying things. Like, yeah, Silent Hills is supposed to be about a character that feels helpless, but just things that they did, like, okay, I guess you're going for realism by limiting your weapons to a melee weapon and a handgun. You could hold two handguns, but you put one away and held one handgun, and you pick up your melee weapon and you could pick up a melee weapon, but if you go to switch to your other handgun, you had to drop your melee weapon, go and pull out the other gun. I don't know if that was really the big deal about it. Actually, probably the biggest problem was the game wasn't that dark. The game had a lot of light to it. You know, it did, like, yeah, sometimes it rained, got really dark, and it was thunder and lightning, and sometimes it was a little freaky, but it never really scared me. It's way too lit up. Like, whatever happened to things like in Silent Hill when, you were in a freaking dark building, and suddenly sirens go off, and freaking paint peels off the walls and shit like that, and you're freaking got a metal grating everywhere. There was a lot of stuff that freaked me out. The original Silent Hill, actually, Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, I really loved. 1 and 3 were my favorite. A lot of people loved Silent Hill 2, but I never really, I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it as much. Not saying that it wasn't great. It was amazing. It just was, out of the first 3, were number 1 was my favorite, number 3 was my second, and number 2 was my third. Wasn't a fan of Silent Hill 4, because actually that wasn't even originally supposed to be a Silent Hill. That was supposed to be a completely different project, and was just titled Silent Hill last minute. And then you got Homecoming and Downpour, which I'm not gonna get into anymore, people didn't like. And now, what's the future of Silent Hill gonna be? You know, they already canceled this one, Silent Hills, which was gonna be the newest one. What's gonna happen now? Like, are we gonna, like, Kojima is gone. Team Silent is gone. So what are they gonna do? They don't have those guys anymore. They're probably not gonna be able to get them back. So guess what? If we get another Silent Hill, is it gonna just be a complete piece of crap? I don't want to see a complete piece of crap. But actually, people say bad things about Homecoming, and say bad things about Downpour. But then there was Shattered Memories. Oh fuck! God, my ears! Oh, damn it! Oh, Shattered Memories. Oh, damn! Don't mention that till I get on barf. Oh, let's not even get into it. It was horrible. Let's forget. Maybe it's because most people try to forget that title that should not be named. That was horrible. When they decided to make a game for the Wii, a Silent Hill game for the Wii, I knew it was damned right there. And it was good. The lack of exploration and stuff. Just run around! Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away from these nameless little crawling thingies. That's not Silent Hill. And the fact, why did they have a smartphone in that Silent Hill game that was supposed to be a remake of a game that came out in the 90s, back before smartphones were a thing, even existed? I guess they're supposed to say it's more modern. Let's not get into this crap. Don't. That's one thing. I was totally forget Shattered Memories. Oh God, I said it again! That title! Oh, God! Sorry, I had to barf off that. Anyways, yeah. Let's not mention that one no more. That's probably why no one mentions it. But what is the future Konami? Okay, they've lost 2 of their biggest franchises. Castlevania, we had not seen a good Castlevania since like Symphony of the Night. Then there was Lords of Shadow, wasn't too bad. Then people said Lord of Shadow 2 was crap, so But when it comes to 3D Castlevania games, they're a lot better than the ones for the N64. Oh my God, the ones for the N64. Oh my God. Okay, so since Metal Gear and Silent Hill are pretty much done for, bunch of other IPs they haven't even touched, like Hudson Soft. They bought out Hudson Soft. When was this the last time you seen a Hudson Soft game? That's just the sound of the crickets, because I have not seen a Hudson Soft game in a long time. So, let's just say, I don't see where Konami's going. A lot of people think Konami's going downhill. Well, they've been going downhill for a while. Just the mistakes that have been made, just titles the titles that they really fucked up with and everything. Seriously, I agree. I don't know where Konami's gonna go. I don't want to see them fall off the edge of the earth. You know, look at what happened with Capcom. Capcom was failing there for quite some time, and they, cut jobs and stuff. They actually finally get back to where they were, but Capcom is doing that whole thing with the freaking paid content, freaking paid DLC for every single game and everything. It's funny though, because people complain about Capcom doing DLC and microtransactions. Okay, guess what? DLC, they basically were doing that since the days of the first, not the first Street Fighter, that one wasn't really well known, but Street Fighter 2. Okay, DLC had existed back in the time of Street Fighter 2. Guess what? There would have been DLC. How many freaking re-releases of Street Fighter 2 came out before they even moved on to the next one? So saying that Capcom has gone downhill with that thing, they've been doing that for years. It's just now DLC is a thing, and instead of making a whole new version of the game, they don't necessarily have to. Even though, kind of did. They had Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Ultimate Edition. That's something they've always done. But anyways, that's off on a different topic, because I'm talking about Capcom. Anyways, what do I think of where Konami's going? Really? Unless they do something real special, Konami's not gonna make it. I honestly don't see Konami making it anymore. They're going to be in existence as a company, a game company that I grew up and loved. You get all these IPs. It's been actually, but when you think about it, Konami hasn't really been that exciting thing in the more recent years. What have they really been making? Like Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Metal Gear. And that's basically all they've been releasing. I'm trying to think to myself, when was the last Contra? I think, Contra... Fuck. Was it Contra 4 that they had? Yeah, I think it was Konami made I'm pretty sure Konami made Contra. I'm researching that, but I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, Konami. I just had to double check. I just don't want to make... Yeah, when was the last time we seen a legit console version? They haven't even attempted a 3D Contra... Well, actually, yeah, they did. Okay, they had Contra Adventure, and then there was that other one for PlayStation. Kind of failed. That's probably why they didn't touch it. They could probably make a new Contra and actually make it good if they actually worked on it. There's so many IPs that Konami has that they don't give a damn about. We have 2 games to sell, so we're gonna stick with those. With that mentality, you ain't gonna get anywhere. After a while, you're gonna get bored of the same games. It's kind of like how Nintendo keeps releasing Mario and Zelda over again, and Mario Kart, and Mario Tennis and all that. Eventually people get bored of certain IPs. There's certain IPs we want to see come back. Seriously. It's not even Konami, it's a lot of companies, even Rare. How long have you been waiting for a new Conker's game? I know I've been waiting for a freaking new Conker's game for quite some time. And that would sell a lot of Xboxes. Because the sad part that Rare went to Xbox, Rare hasn't made a whole lot of anything in the last many years. Capcom is kind of fallen off. Let's just say, this is going to be a new market crash. The gaming market is going to die again. We've already had one crash of the gaming industry. Do we really need another? You guys out there, you game companies, you need to get in your freaking head and listen to the damn freaking fans. You need to listen to the fans. Stop making what you think is popular, things like what they're doing and stuff. And like even let's bring up Eidos. Okay, when they mixed in with Square Enix. What happened to Legacy of Kain? The Legacy of Kain is probably my favorite series of all time. And look what happened. Nosgoth! Because they wanted to stick, they wanted to take, shooters are popular, let's make a generic third-person shooter that sucks balls, and scrap this other game that push that off the side, because it's not what people want right now. Instead of thinking about what you think what the people want, think about what actually people actually want. Do freaking surveys. I bet if you had to ask people what we want, they would be surprised what we ask for. Anyways, that's kind of my thoughts and opinions. Well, Konami can still turn it around. Many other companies can still turn it around. They just have to do it right. They gotta listen to their customers. They have to treat their staff better. Hideo Kojima didn't just up and leave just because he wanted to be an asshole. They were treating them like crap for a while. Forcing them to make Metal Gear after Metal Gear. He wanted them to work on something new, the Silent Hill thing. Basically, keeping them locked back in the corner and not giving them the proper recognition that he needs. That's why he left. Team Silent left because they got treated like shit. So we all know that these companies don't care. Yeah, all the you people out there that are thinking about game development as your career because you think you're going to have a better job, take a second thought. Game developing, depending what company you're working for, you're gonna get treated like garbage and have to sit in the office hours upon hours on hours and hours just to pump out one title. You're not gonna be able to go home and sleep or see your kids whenever you want. They have a deadline for a game, it needs to be out by then and has to be done. That's how it works. So think twice. Because, big people like Hideo Kojima, we see them as legendary people, but the companies they work for treat them like crap. Think about it. This is happening. Konami's not the only company. There's other companies out there that are doing this. Anyways, this has been Kevster02, and I hope you liked the video. Feel free to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, whatever. I just appreciate anyone that took the time to watch this. Thank you, and have a great day, everyone.